pleased to welcome Osiris up on stage, and we have three of the partners, Francesca Gleria from Trento, Italy, Ben van Os, Drente, Holland, and Yvonne Backholm, Åbo Akademi. Welcome. Please have a seat. Francesca, we were on the same flight
Yes.
Tuesday, and you mentioned this was your first visit in Sweden.
Yes, and that I appreciate a lot.
It's
Lot of very interesting stimulation.
You have a lot of, and you start up in the north and you work your way down.
Yes, good. This is an interesting point of observation.
We're glad that you started here. Ben, could you tell us, Osiris, what is that?
It's a project, European project, about open social innovation. And we are looking for methods that we use to open social innovation to improve our services, perhaps also new products, but especially how we can use our policies so that the people and the businesses are happy. Summarize it very short, but otherwise I use Euro jargon, and I don't want to use the words we need in the program.
You're working out a process, isn't that true, Yvonne?
I'm working with the communication, actually, of the project, yes.
Okay, and how is that going?
Well, we try to focus on not communicating project jargon. I think there's quite a few in the audience as well working with projects, and I think we need to try to communicate so that people actually understand what we are doing. That's our aim.
I was a bit concerned about the name, Osiris. It's an Egyptian god and the god of death.
No.
Why is that?
Renovation.
It's the god of the living people. It's the god that receives the souls of the people and has a feather and a balance, and he lays your soul on the balance and the feather. If your soul is too heavy, you have to do a lot of wrong things. You are not allowed to go to the heaven. I thought also first that it was the god of death, but I looked it up yesterday.
All right, okay. Well, thank you for straightening that out for me. I was a bit concerned. How do you work with innovation in your respective countries? Yvonne, start with you.
Yeah, well, I come from Vasa, så jag skulle kunna prata svenska med er här också. Men nu gör vi det här på engelska. I come from Vasa, the Vasa region, which has the largest clean tech cluster of the Nordics, really. So clean tech, energy innovations. And I think we've been quite successful in building a brand around it. Actually getting companies and the public sector to work together to create the brand Energy Vasa. And the brand Energy Vasa is good for campaigning. Promotional campaigns have been quite successful and in some fairly unusual ways. If you want to look it up, you could have a look at something called the Energy Ambassador Project, which has been quite successful. Branding and communication.
So that's your major.
Yes.
Ben, how is it in Holland?
I would like to more a practical way. First of all, innovation is fun.
Yeah.
It should be fun for the people. So we have several methods. One we call is what the hackathon, that addresses especially very young startups, where they come together and build prototypes for some things. And another thing is, we just introduced it, that's at festivals. Festival is like a small village, and you can do all the problems you have in the villages, you have also on the festivals. So you can test a lot of things. And for example, we want to have sustainable lighting for the route. And some young guys invested a kind of smart lighting that reacts on your bracelet. And it's not only light, it's also an experience. You hear sounds and you see different colors. So when you walk to the festival, you have all kinds of experience. And that has brought further because the tourism sector thought, hey, that's nice. We can also do that in the low season, in the dark season. Perhaps it's also something in Sweden here up, that you can make in the wood an experience route at night, and you attract more people. So it's innovation, it's business, and of course we have this, the things that we attach young people to businesses and experience business developers and that kind of stuff. But that's a little bit boring.
Okay.
That's
But
necessary.
it sounds more fun with festivals. And in Italy, how is the climate for innovation in Italy? How do you work with?
In Italy, yes, I talk for my region mostly.
Yeah, okay. your region in
Because
Italy.
yes, I come from Trento. Is a small region. Is an important region for innovation, for ICT technologies. There are important center for research. But mostly I speak from the point of view of public administration because I
Yes.
work in a public administration. And what we are mostly doing is find out how to foster changement. Because the very difficult thing is to face and change. Innovation is very interesting, is important, but if you don't want to change, you cannot innovate. So what the public administration have to do is to, for our point of view, is to give opportunity for infrastructure, technological, cultural, governance, in order that every single actor of the territory can find can find his own way in this game. That is a collective game because it is connected with changement of the organizational, from my point of view, organizational work inside the public sector, business model, big change in business model, education, big change in how to study, what to do, in culture, because we have to learn, for instance, to work together, because it's not more possible to work in silos.
No.
So this is not so easy. What public administration and our territory is trying to do in these 10 years is to give opportunity to try to do this changement. So, okay.
Yeah, sure, really good. You should get together with Katarzyna and Margit that was on stage earlier, because I think they have the same challenges as you do. How is it, because you are all working with different kind of innovation challenges, but you are working together with other countries, for instance, Sweden, Portugal, and a lot of other countries. How is that working out, since just working together with the innovation process and not with the same challenges? Yvonne?
Again, I come back to the communication. Yeah. I think it's very important for us to try to understand each other, to really dig deep into understanding what Francesca and Ben are talking about when they are talking about their own innovation processes, because we all come with our own mindsets, and we sort of need to switch the gear a bit in our heads to truly understand each other, to listen to each other, and to try to find the common ground, which we do have, I think, all of us. So again, try to really listen and understand.
And this is the starting point, right? Yeah. You started now.
We start here in Lycksele.
In Lycksele.
Yes.
And you're working for it for 4 years.
4.5 even.
4.5
yes.
even. And how is this going to be? What do you see in the end?
In the end, we hope that we have actually taken best practices in different areas from the different regions and implemented them in our policies and even concrete projects in our regions. That's what we hope for, and not just blah-blahing about innovation, which is easy to do, I think. So we try to be tough and concrete. I
Yeah.
hope so.